Welcome back. This is Joel Block, and I want to talk to you now about the fifth section of our successful real estate syndication program. It's all part of the overall deal-making symposium and syndication seminar that we're putting on for investors from all over the country. Investors, real estate brokers, and other real estate professionals will all participate in these symposiums that we host across the country. In fact, I probably haven't invited you, but at the bottom of this page, there's an invitation for you to come and participate in one of the most exciting real estate events probably ever put on. We're going to share with you deals, information. We're going to talk to you about how to be a promoter. This isn't a retail deal for everybody. This is for real estate professionals, people that have background in finance, that can put together deals, that can put themselves squarely into the middle of a project. I want to talk briefly about some of the things that we're going to discuss or you're going to have access to in this fifth booklet in this series. The topic, dealing with investors. And the first question is, have you ever noticed how some people can do very badly in their performance and still retain their clients? So the question that people in our audience ask us is, how is it possible for that to happen? Now, I'm never telling anybody to perform badly. That's not the case. But the single most important thing that you need to remember all the time is communicate with your investors. Communicate with your shareholders, communicate with the members of your LLC, communicate with your partners. Always communicate with whoever it is that you're working with. Because if you do that, what you're going to find out is that people will respect the work that you do. They'll understand that every once in a while something doesn't go just right. But what they won't forgive you for is poor communications. Stay on top of your communications and you're going to do great. Second question that we get from our audience. How do you deal with investors, some of whom want equity, others who want debt, or maybe they want a combination of the two, and you have all different kinds of people? These issues are all dealt with in the operating agreement. The operating agreement is the legal document that the attorneys put together that describes the relationship between the parties. Assuming that you use an LLC structure, which is common in all parts of the United States, that's probably the structure that you'll use. You put this together, that's beyond the scope of this discussion, but at our real estate syndication symposium and seminar, we're going to discuss this at length, how you deal with this, how you structure different kinds of outcomes for different kinds of investors, so that everybody gets what they want and everybody wants to come into your deal. Here's another example. Should the syndicator be a financial partner or investor in the deal? Yes. Unequivocally, yes. The syndicator always has to be an investor in the deal. That doesn't mean that the syndicator has to make a very substantial investment in the project. People want to know that you have skin in the game like they have skin in the game. Now, they also understand that you might be doing 10 or 12 deals in the course of a year or two, and that you can't put in a substantial amount of money into every single deal. They get that. But they want to know that you're in it with them, so if something happens bad to them, something is bad going to happen to you too. You're all on the same side of the table. Critical, remember that all the time. Here's another great question. How do you identify an appropriate partner? Now, we're not talking about members of the LLC. What we're talking about is something we started to discuss in section number 4, and that was, how do you find somebody that has complementary skills to yourself? If you're a financial person, go find a real estate professional that can find great properties, manage great properties, and be involved in properties so that you end up with great outcomes. The second, or the next part, is making sure that you get along, because you're going to be working together. A lot of things are going to happen together. The things that go wrong in partnerships are when people just don't see eye to eye. Try to iron out your issues in advance. Really important. And finally for today, what's the most important thing that an investor wants out of a deal? You know what they want? They want their money back. More than they want a return on their capital. And they always want a return on their capital. More important than anything, investors want their capital back. So just be mindful that that's the most important thing for them. And if you do that, and you do the things that we're talking about, learn what we're talking about, you're going to be well on your way to doing a great job in the real estate syndication business. We hope that you'll come to our real estate syndication symposium. Click on the link below, go to the page where it tells you where to go, sign up right away, bring guests with you. Remember that this is for real estate professionals and this is for people who have background in finance. These are the people who are going to get enormous benefit out of this. Deals are going to be done. We're facilitating tens of millions of dollars worth of transactions. Come be part of it. Lots of money is going to be made. You can make some money with us too. This is Joel Block. I look forward to seeing you real soon.